hi. I'm always wary of like switching camera and going hi at the top of my voice because the music's quiet, so I don't want to veer it off. So I always start, hello. How you doing all? Hope you're alright. I've deferred myself, made myself look a bit more human again. So it's been a little while. I haven't streamed for a couple of weeks. It's been a bit mental chicken oriental, as I say. The joys of being a tattooist in the summer. It always goes nuts. Not that I'm complaining in the slightest. So, first order of business is this, which is all finished now. I did post pictures on social media, but it's all done and dusted and stuff. I've signed it to make it... Everything's backwards on this. I've signed it to make it worth very little. So we got to pick a winner, haven't we? Mark, evening, mate. No doubt, Big Trout, good evening. Hope you're both doing well. So I'll give it a couple of minutes just to make sure that nobody else wants to log on first. And then I will pick a winner. What I've done is... there's a website called wheelofnames.com, funnily enough. If I do this, there's everybody who has signed up for my mailing list, all on a wheel. So when the time comes, I will click it and it will pick a winner, and someone will be forever dismayed at owning one of my pieces of artwork. I didn't know what to paint this week either. I've got the Big Trouble in Little China guitar, but that's going to require me to draw some stencils up beforehand because I've just got the logo to do in the top corner. If I show you how far I've got with it to kill some time. So, from what you saw on stream, I wasn't happy with it. I decided I didn't like it, so started again. And that's how she's looking at the moment, which I'm pretty chuffed with, I must say. But I've just got to do the logo up here, but that's going to require me cutting some stencils, so I couldn't really do that this stream because I haven't had time to draw all the stencils out. So, I figured what we'd do is just a muck about. So I've just loaded up some detail smoke black, and I just drew, if it comes out on camera, yeah, there we go. I just drew a girl. I'm just going to muck about and do that for an hour or so. Oh, and I've got to cut the stream a bit short, I'm afraid, because my daughter is at a play and I'll have to go pick her up. That's probably going to be around about 8:15ish. Okay, so we've probably got all the people we're going to have online, so let's go ahead and draw the winner of this painting, shall we? So if I switch to the other screen view again, like that. So here we have a list of everybody who signed up to my mailing list. Thank you very much, much appreciated. So I shall click this and it will choose a winner. Insert drum roll. Hey Zoe, you have won. I think we're mates on Facebook, aren't we? Congratulations, you have won my painting. So I'll email you after the stream, and we'll get your address, and I will get that off to you, mate. Congratulations. Cool. So that's that. So let's put that somewhere safe. Where's safe in here away from dogs? Let's put it up there. get to see my fat gut in widescreen. You lucky people. Alrighty. So, let's go to the usual camera. Like that. Bring that round here. Like so. Make sure we're zoomed out. Not very bright, is it? Or is that just because of my light? Let's move my light. Let's get some better lighting, shall we? Let's try moving it up here, because that normally works well. If I can unhook it. Come on, get on there. That normally looks a bit better on camera. Yeah, that's better. Lighting is always a nightmare, isn't it, mate? Ideally, I used to have two setups. I've got a big light over here that I used to use. That isn't even plugged in. And then I had another one over here, so I had lighting either side. But yeah, that one's not plugged in. That one went bang a little while ago, so all I've got is this little USB thing now. Get this framing right as well. That'll do. Make sure we're in focus. That. Okay, let's squirt some pigment then. So all I've got in here is this is a Iwata HPC with a really big nozzle on it. I forget how big it is, but it's pretty big. And I've got like 30 drops of the wicked detail smoke, with about 20 drops of the 4011 reducer and about 10 drops of transparent base. I've mixed up loads so that I hopefully don't run out halfway through the stream. When you get the lights right for the paper, then I always get a shadow from my hand and the brush. Yep, just like that, you mean? It's a nightmare, isn't it? Never mind. These things are sent to try us, and try us they do. Okay. Let's see how well this is flowing. Have I got a scrap bit of paper here anyway? Yeah, I think I've got a little blockage, but it'll do. Yeah, some seriously unwanted shadows, unless I move that round there a bit. It's not quite so bad from that angle. Ah, tip drive from hell. You can tell I cleaned this properly before put it away. That's better. No, I'm not sure this is going to play ball. That's got a big clog in it somewhere. So it never goes to plan, does it? Ever. Let's get Old Faithful out then. Again, I haven't cleaned my Micron in a while, so we shall see if it works or not. Let's see if I can pour this into it without pouring it all over myself as well. Will do. Get Mr. Micron. I was going to try and use a normal airbrush today as well. I was like, every stream I use a micron, but not everybody's got access to a micron, so I was going to try and use a regular airbrush, as they say. But nope. And this one's clog solid as well. Right, we'll just loosen up that trigger. Should be alright, I should be able to wing it. There we go, it's alive. There we go, we're onto a winner. Cool. To her eyes. So how you guys been the last couple of weeks anyway? While I've not been streaming, you guys been alright? Doing any interesting projects? Like I say, I've just been tattooing non-stop. It's just gone nuts. And when I haven't been tattooing, I've been drawing tattoos. So this is the first time I've airbrushed since my last live stream, which is why my airbrushes are so crappy. I've been working on a really large cat portrait the last couple of weeks. I think I've seen it on social media, mate. Yeah, though you did a video of removing the tape around the edges. It's always really satisfying, that, isn't it? That looked really good as well. Did a good job on that. Tons of detail in that. That was actually the one before this one. Ah, I see. You've got a run of cat portraits, have you? I've never done a cat portrait. I've painted tigers and lions, but never like a kitty cat portrait. I think first job tomorrow is clean out my airbrushes. This is disgusting. That was 9 by 12. This next one is a canvas 24 by 20. Oh, bit of a step up. I've got this idea for a painting that I want to do, and in my old Shedio I've got a canvas that is about 5 foot square. And I'd love to paint it on that, but at the same time I think, my god, that's going to be a lot of paint. And how the hell would I stream it? You know, I'd have to put the camera in the kitchen or something to be able to get it in frame. So I haven't painted that yet. I might just do it on a bit of A3 board. Be easier, wouldn't it? Tried a skull, got to the end and brush shut out some speckles. Oh no. That's annoying, that. It's like when I tried to do a dagger stroke just there and it completely failed. I've got one of those instances where I've got something in my airbrush, so if I do a dagger stroke it's actually an exclamation mark. Oh look, and when I try and demonstrate it, it's not doing it now. There you go. Could be a lot of fun to see though. Yeah, it would be. It would be a lot of fun. It will involve a self-portrait, and it will probably take me months to paint because there's a ton of detail in it for what I want to do. So painting it on something big would be a better idea for the amount of detail that's in it. But I don't know. I'll have to drag the canvas in here and see if I can actually get it on camera. Maybe have it on that back wall or something. Cover up my proton packs. Got quite a few ideas for paintings at the minute. I've also got an idea for one that I'm going to paint onto a bit of steel. I'm going to get like an A3 or maybe A2 size bit of steel, and then sand it, polish it, and then do the background in candies. So I'll paint the background first with candies. With no masking whatsoever, so everything in the background I'm just going to paint with the airbrush that has that soft out of focus look, and then I'm going to mask off it's like a character picture with lots of demons and stuff in the background. So the background demons I'm going to paint freehand with no masking, so it gives the effect they're out of focus a bit. And then I'm going to paint her in opaques, so the background will be kind of like Dennis Matheson, does the old paintings on metal. So the background will be candy with the metal reflecting through, and then she'll be painted with opaques right in the foreground. I want to give that a try. Be good for a giggle, wouldn't it? And then somewhere in between all that, I'm going to get that Hellraiser bike in to paint, because he said that he'd be in touch in a month or two, which will take us to the end of August, so sometime soon. Love using the smoke black. You get some really nice gradients with it, where it's not such a stark, solid black. It's nice. Evening, JC. Yeah, this is just a muck about, mate. I finished the Supergirl, and I did the draw for it. Zoe Cabot run it, and yeah, this is just a muck about in between projects. Yeah, it should look good, shouldn't it, Mark? If I pull it off. I thought about aluminium, or aluminum, because I've got a ton of that kicking about, but it's not magnetic, and I like holding masks down with magnets rather than sticky, because sticky you get adhesion problems and stuff. So if you've got magnets, it's better. Hence me going for steel, because then my canvas is magnetic then. Tip dry galore. It is really humid. Although it is blowing a gale and chucking it down with rain here at the moment, it is still really humid. Yeah, so next stream I'll get all the stuff I need ready for finishing Big Trouble in Little China for next stream, and we'll do that. I should be able to get that done in one stream, so you'll see the end result, other than the clear coating of course. And then while I'm doing that, I'll source some steel for the other project, and if between then that Hellraiser bike pops up, then we'll start doing that. That's the plan anyway. Geez, that wind's picked up. So at times like this, there is a gigantic horse chestnut tree right at the other side of my garden fence. It's about 12 feet from me right now. No, maybe a bit more. 18, 20 feet away. But it towers over my house. And whenever the wind blows hard, you can hear it whistling through that tree, and you just think to yourself, I hope to God that's rooted in the ground nice and solid. Because if that goes, it's taking my house with it. But it's been there for a couple 100 years, so it should be alright. nice to do this sometimes, just load up any old paint in the airbrush and just have a muck about. You know, no real goal in mind. No client to please at the end of it. And if it comes out crap, then it comes out crap. It doesn't matter, you know. Thanks for coming over here and farting, Marshall. That's really nice of you. He was all the way over the other side of the room and came over especially just to drop that on me. That's really nice, isn't it? Do you ever mix white with transparent paints in your portraits? No, I don't, to be honest, mate. When do I use white? No, I'm kind of like a tattooist with my white. I use it quite sparingly, so you know, for like a dot in the eye, that sort of thing. But as far as putting white in my paints to mix them, no, quite rarely. The way I work is quite transparent. You know, building up multiple layers to get the saturation, and I find if I add white into my paint, it throws me because it's not so transparent anymore. It actually becomes pretty opaque. I can't remember who said it once, but someone somewhere said that I paint with slightly coloured water, which is basically right. I reduce my paint so much that it's practically slightly tinted water. And I think I've just blown my blockage out of my airbrush, I hope. I heard it go pop and then paint started coming out, so with any luck I've managed to work that blockage out. That'd be handy. It's nice when that happens. Doesn't always happen, but it is nice when it does. You can tell it's been a few weeks since I've airbrushed. God, cramps, I'm at rotten already. Mind you, I hold my airbrush too tight, which is a big problem of mine, but I don't know, I always have. I just like to have a good hold on it. Evening, Steve. Yeah, lovely looking lass, isn't she? Oh, look at that. I'm squirting paint as soon as I put the trigger down. She's got a funny nostril now. That's going to be a bugger. We might have to give her a nose piercing. Yeah, no reference being used. Sophie knows her pretty well, don't know the wives. She's used to me painting girls by now. She knows she's the only one for me. Aww. Fix her on the fly, quick thinking. Yeah, we'll just give her a nose stud, that'll fix that. Or a nose ring. That'll fix that little bit of, that little faux pas, as they say. That definitely still got a blockage in here. It is not flowing well today. It can't be just the humidity. Never mind. Always have to be careful when you're using just black like I am here and you're doing a female face. If you make it too dark, they're going to look dirty. So you always have to be really careful. Am I still on camera? Just about. She needs her mouth open a bit, doesn't she? Not a lot, but just a bit. If my paint would come out of this damn airbrush. Yeah, that's better. Sure, they were saying for ages that it was going to be the hottest July in the UK since 1976, which was like a huge heat wave from what I'm told. It was the year before I was born, so I wouldn't know, but it hasn't. It really hasn't. Like right now, blowing a gale, chucking down with rain. It's warm, but it's not that hot. I mean, now what is it? 17 degrees out there apparently. I mean, last summer it got up to 40 degrees. It's like, that was hot. She's got to be blonde. Yeah, I reckon she has to be blonde. It'd be rude not to, wouldn't it? She's got that blonde bombshell kind of look about her, hasn't she? Funny, isn't it? A hair colour, a certain type of face suits a certain hair colour. Give her a little bit of a cheeky smile. By putting a little dimple in there. Again. See, there's me getting all happy with myself, thinking I've actually got everything ready for my stream and ready to go. But I forgot to make sure that my airbrushes were clean. Always one thing. How's the back? It's still twitchy, if I'm honest. What I did when I was building my old Shedio, I slipped a disc in my back, and ever since then I've been having trouble with it. And then the other week I was tattooing and turned around, dipped my machine in the ink, turned around again, leant forward to the client, and it was like somebody clicked their fingers. I just heard a pop and I had sudden numbness down my right leg, and I was like, oh god, what have I done? And luckily that was it. It was okay, but it was a bit twingy, and then by the time I got home I was like, I need to rest it. It almost feels like it's weak. It's like I keep feeling the disc twinge, like the muscles around it are a bit weak. But that's alright, I'm moving again, thanks mate. I was queuing outside Sutton Coldfield Odeon Cinema to see Star Wars in 1977. Yeah, I'm young. Not. I don't feel it. It was Becky's birthday last week. This week. 11th. Yeah. She's 77 as well. It's just a couple of months between us. Not saying that Bex is old. She's a young, beautiful lass, of course. Just in case she watches this stream later. Who am I kidding? She won't watch this stream later. She's not into airbrushing. Come on, squirt. Castle Vale. Where's that? I've heard of that. I see the old UK Airbrush Forum is having another get-together this year. I doubt I'll be able to make it, unfortunately. I'd really like to make it one year, but it's always difficult because we got the one car, so I'd have to public transport it. But if I was going, it'd be nice to take my brushes and paint something or something like that. I don't know. I might look into it. It'd be nice to go up there and see the guys again. Last time I saw them was at a Custom Culture Blast-Off show. The last one of them I did, which was years ago. Years and years and years ago. God, this airbrush. Sorry, Marshall. I don't want to run you over with my chair. Now this one should be alright. If this one's got a blockage, I'm going to be very upset. Got the old Infinity out. It's next to Castle Bromwich, where Jaguar and Spitfire planes are built. Oh, right. I don't know why it's in my head, but somebody somewhere recently has mentioned Castle Vale to me. I've gone off the camera. Alright. I read that. Quickles said next to us in Halloween. You live in Halloween? How cool. Bex would love a house in Salem. That would be cool, wouldn't it? I bet Salem is really awesome around Halloween time. Salem at Halloween and Christmas in New York. They're on the bucket list. Yeah, they do it much better than us Halloween, don't they? There's a house in the town I live in, and they always go big. It's almost like they were Americans and moved over here. Their front garden is covered in decorations, their house is all lit up, you know, they dress up and answer the door in costume and stuff. Pretty cool. I normally just strap on the old proton pack and go walking around with the kids, but the kids are grown up now, so I don't get away with that anymore. The kids don't do the trick-or-treating thing anymore. Was in LA at Halloween, and that was trick or treat and theme parks over the top. Cool. You never know. If I win the lottery tonight, we can go over there. Mind you, if we win the lottery, we want to move to Scotland. Build a nice big mansion in Scotland somewhere. Having one of those nights where, you know, the paint just won't flow for you. Airbrushes are playing up. My Infinity's clean, but it's got an air leak between the quick release and the airbrush. Don't know if you can hear that. I have an air leak on this one. The other airbrushes are clogged. I keep getting spidering everywhere. It's one of those days where the paint won't flow for you. It's a good job this ain't a commission for someone, because I'd be embarrassed to show this to somebody. So I'm just putting it on the internet for everybody to see, you know. Clean up some of these spiders. That's what happens when the airbrush gods abandon you. Yeah, they've thoroughly left me in the dark today. Mobile battery flat. Have a great evening. See you later, Mark. Thanks for popping in, mate. What time is it? Yeah, I've got to go soon anyway. We have friends in Blair Gallery. Used to go up every other year in the 70s. Oh, cool. chat on screen frozen. It has, hasn't it? Again, it keeps doing this every week. Stupid thing. Chat box. There. Type something. Something. Where in Scotland do the fees go? We're not sure, but we want it to be on like the northern edge, so that we can chill out on our balcony with a nice brew and watch the northern lights sometimes. That's the plan. And just be far away from civilization, you know. We're not people persons. I was going to say people persons. We're what's the term? Is it introverts? Evening, Steve. Welcome along, mate. As you can see, my paint is not flowing well at all. It's spitting, it's spidering, my airbrushes are clogged, I've got an air leak. It's all going horribly wrong tonight. I was chatting with Steve Lee here about Massachusetts. He grew up there. We were talking about all the place names being very English. Ah, never been. I'm not very well travelled, me. I've been to Spain once. That's it. That's the extent of my adventures abroad. I'd love to take Bex to Malta one day. That's where her folks are from. But, and as I say, you know, New York, Salem, love to do those. Maybe when the kids are all grown up and left home so it's cheaper. Worcester. Is that like the sauce? Worcestershire sauce. Salem is in Massachusetts. Ah, that it is. Yeah, I knew that one. What's the other place? Is it Portland in Oregon that's got the Shanghai tunnels? I bet they're quite fascinating. Good old Portland. That was in that TV show Grimm, wasn't it? Portland. There's a Big Trouble guitar coming on. It's coming along nicely, mate. I showed it earlier on in the screen. 2 seconds. I'll run the dog over with my chair. If I switch camera to that one, hi. And then you can all see my fat gut while I get it down. So I restarted it because I wasn't happy with the way it was going at all. So that's where it is. That's how she looks. And then next week, I was going to do it this week, but I've got to prepare some stencils. I'm going to put the Big Trouble and Little China logo up here. And then she'll be all ready for some clear coat. Oh, and I've got to do the pickup rings. Little bits of plastic that hold these in. Which are always a bugger to do. But yeah, other than that logo, she's all done. It's only taken me, what, 10 years? Dennis, evening, mate. Hope you're well. I'm having one of those evenings where my paint just will not flow. As you can see. Bitty and spotty and spidery and just bleh. And that chat still isn't working, is it? What a pile of cack. Weird, isn't it? Always works for a little while and then it just stops. But then if I type something, it pops up. Weird. Technology, eh? Mind you, there's so many things running for various bits. It's nuts. It's surprising it all works. Quite often I'll fire this up on a weekend and something doesn't work. Like today, my microphone didn't work. So I had to sort that out. Don't forget it for the next 10 years. I ain't got long to go. Yeah. And it's summertime at the moment because I don't have... I used to have my Shedio converted into a spray booth, and a bit of that horse chestnut tree I was talking about earlier fell through the roof, so it has a gaping great hole in the roof, so it's no use as a spray booth anymore. So I'm kind of limited to when I can clear coat to when the weather's nice. And of course we're in the height of summer here in the UK, so it's perfect time. You just have to watch out for all the bugs. Which I get a lot of being underneath that tree. Back home now, had a good run out on the bike with my lad. Nice. You got any rain up there, Dennis? Because it's chucking it down here. Not nice biking weather down here. It's blowing a gale and chucking it down. Kind of looks a little bit like what's her name? She played Hit Girl. That's bugging me now. I'm gonna have to ask Google. Zoe Moretz, that's it. Kind of looks a little bit like her, don't she? A bit. Thursday night, been raining ever since. Trees all the same. Looking at a bit, yeah. That's industrial scenario same. What, you having paint trouble as well, mate, or you got crappy weather? It's funny, isn't it? Some days it flows brilliantly, nothing goes wrong. Other days it just will not cooperate. How are we doing on time? Gone off camera again, isn't I? All I can say is it's a good job this was just a muck about. Temperature affects the paint dry, yeah. Yeah, that could be a big problem I'm having. It's really humid at the moment, so that probably isn't helping. Plus I'm losing some of my air out of this little joint here. Oh, I haven't got a disgustingly dirty fingernail, by the way. That is blue. The joys of being a tattooist. I'm not grubby, honest. It's the carbon paper from the stencil. So I was tattooing a big skull today on the back of a lass's calf. Skulls and flowers. And then she's back in on Monday. And we're going to do a pirate ship, which will be fun. Right on her knee as well, so she's going to love that. I'll keep the numbing spray at the ready. What have we got? 8:15. I'm going to have to call it there, guys, I'm afraid. It's a short one tonight. My daughter's had to play and I've got to go pick her up, and my paint is flowing like crap anyway. My lad bought a bike, I took him for a run. It was great, both of us riding around Derbyshire. I will be painting soon. Cool, yeah, it's nice to share something with you, lad. My boy is into gaming, and I'm not that much. I used to be. When I was young, I was a right little gamer. But not so much now. Yeah, so I'm going to go burn this so nobody ever sees it again. And I'll be back next week and we'll finish off Big Trouble in Little China. And get that ready for clear coat. There she is, my girl. Yeah, next week we'll finish off Big Trouble in Little China. I'll sort out some steel for that other project I was mentioning. I'll also get that massive 5-foot canvas out of the shed and see if there is a way that I can get it all in frame in here. I don't think I would be able to, but we'll give it a go. You never know. So yeah, you all take care. Anybody asks, I didn't paint this, alright? And I'll guess I'm off next Saturday. Cool. Alright, so 7 PM next Saturday. Right here. I'll see all you guys then, alright? You take care. Catch you later. Where's my button to stop this? I always lose it. There it is. Bye.